Good morning, sisters and brothers. This is God's gift. I have something very, very interesting to show you guys today. Before I get started, I want you to watch something.
You always have a choice. You can choose to ride with the right people, doing things for the right reasons. You'll always end up in the right place. Or you can choose poorly, end up stranded, buzzard circling, drinking rainwater out of your boots. The promise of a new life, the airport, or all-you-can-eat pancakes, the destination is not what matters. Although Portland's pretty happening right now. It matters how you get there.
Okay, I need you guys to pay attention to what happens when it gets to the 20 to 21 mark. He's going to talk about pancakes.
The promise of a new life, the airport, or all-you-can-eat pancakes, the destination is not what matters.
Okay, so what I see here is a connection to, I had to do some prayer and warfare the last couple days to help a sister out who her husband is having some very serious health issues. And he's a Christian, and we were praying over him, and this happened for quite a while. But what happened was, while we were praying for him, in the beginning, he thanked me for praying with them, and then he passes out, completely out, and we continued to pray in the Spirit. The next day, he told me he received something, but he didn't know if it was a vision or a dream. He said he's never received anything like this. By the way, this video is with Jeff Bridges, okay? And it's called Lift. Okay, on the night of the 18th is when we prayed for her husband, and he received some things. The next day he called to tell me about it. And what he saw, or what happened was, he was told to count. And so he started counting 1, 2, 3. He went all the way up to 10. But when he went to say 11, he saw A. And so he starts going through the alphabet. He got through 1 through 10, and then he started on A. And he got to F, and he was stuck there, he said, for 5 hours. He knew he was stuck there for 5 hours. So after he got to F, he got up and he wanted to eat. So the following day, she calls me and asks me if I would pray over him again. And the same thing happens. He passes out. He literally, he's out. And what he calls me the next day on is so amazing. Well, first thing this morning, this happened last night, what he told me what happened, but after we prayed for him. But after all this happened, he wanted pancakes really, really bad. So his wife, we're all on the phone late at night. It was 5 minutes to midnight when we're making pancakes. She's making them. She lives in Mississippi, I live in Ohio, and we're talking and we're making pancakes together. So 3 of us are eating these pancakes. But anyway, here's what he told me he got in this dream. He says, Darla, he says, you carried me to the Huddle House. And I said, what's Huddle House? He said, it's like a pancake house. He said, it's, like a Waffle House, but it's called Huddle House. I'm like, okay. He says, I was going there to meet 2 men. And he said that when he got there, I kind of like disappeared out of the scene. And he said that they sat in the back of the restaurant, and they were sitting at a round table all the way in the back. And they placed their order of pancakes. And the 2 men, their names, he said, were Sweat and Welch. And he said that they were talking, and he heard what they were saying, but he couldn't remember anything that they said when he got out of this dream. And so he said that when the 2 men left, well, they were waiting on their pancakes. Their pancakes were coming, but they all left. And he said that he wanted to talk to them, but he didn't get the chance. And when the two men left, Albert wanted to say something to him, but he didn't get the chance to say anything. And he said he never got his pancakes. So when he woke up, he wanted those pancakes. And that's when we were talking on the phone last night. And we made these. I said, boy, isn't it funny? We're making pancakes, and it's 11:55. It's almost midnight, and we're sitting here making pancakes. This all happened last night on the 19th. So what the Lord is showing, I called and talked to John, watchman for that great day, and he helped me with the interpretation of what this is all about. 1 to 10, I realized, is the 10 horns. A to F is the number of man. F is the sixth letter of the alphabet. And what's so funny about that is I was watching Jonathan Kleck's thing on iPet Goat 2, and this is something he spoke of about the apple and the letter F on the chalkboard below. It says F equals negative F, and he was showing how that's a duality of good and evil. The apple that Albert saw, this is the gentleman who had the dreams, Albert saw an apple, and he said then, when he was doing A through F, he said A, he remembers seeing an apple. And then he said he was stuck on this for 5 hours at the F. He couldn't get any further. 5 means grace. Huddle House, which is the pancake house, huddle is where they go at a baseball game. They go in a huddle. This is a meeting place to make plans for a game. Okay, to get their game. Okay, and then, I'm sorry, I'm flipping around here. Then when they sat at the round table, this is a meeting going to take place. The two men represent Trump and Netanyahu's meeting. Sorry here. Which they had on the 18th. He said the men left, which means the meeting is over. And pancakes, we believe, represents New York City, the flattening of New York City, because 5 not only means grace, but John told me that there's 5 boroughs in New York. Sisters and brothers, this is a very important message here that the Lord is trying to get across. I believe that the meeting that took place is showing us we've all had things about New York. We've all had things about earthquakes. I believe something is about to happen really soon. This is a heads up. This is Watchman on the Wall, putting it out there. I love you all. Be blessed.